Welcome to Member Spotlight, the podcast shining a bright light on the inspiring journey with our Toastmaster family. I'm your host Lyubov, and today we are excited to hear Petra, a dedicated and enthusiastic member of the club. With less than 2 years in Toastmaster, I think about 8 months so far, Petra is already starting level 2 in her pathway journey and serving as a sergeant at arms / Zoom master. So Petra, welcome to the spotlight.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, so let's dive right in. And as I mentioned, Petra, after less than 2 years in Toastmaster and now progressing through level 2 on your pathway, share with us what has surprised you most about how the program builds skills beyond just giving speeches.
I really like about pathways is that the individual projects are very different from each other. So you don't feel like you are doing the same thing over and over again. You can focus on, for example, gesticulation and body language in one speech. Then in the second, you can focus on giving a well-structured story, for example. In another project, you can practice giving feedback. So not only speech, but feedback to other person, which is a skill on its own, I think. So this way it feels less overwhelming if it were like you have to tick these 10 boxes during each speech. And also it's refreshing. You don't feel like you are doing the same thing over again.
I agree with each level a little bit make complex and completed task or given more speeches.
Yes.
It's made more interesting this journey. Okay, so my question is to you as our officer's role, so as our sergeant at arms / Zoom master, how has this officer's role changed your view of leadership in Toastmaster?
So I've been sergeant at arms for about 2.5 months now, and the biggest change that I have noticed first about the meetings themselves is that it's I have to think about more things at the same time during those meetings, which I think it's great because I don't consider myself being really good at multitasking. So I like that it's sort of, I would say, gently forces me to multitask, and this way I can practice this skill as well. And I enjoy being a part of the officer meetings and officer trainings as well, because that way I can hear from other people who are taking different officer roles about their job and the things that challenge them in their roles. And yeah, I find that very interesting to hear multiple points of view. And yeah, for now, I'm really happy about being sergeant at arms, and who knows, in the future, maybe I will take a different role.
Interesting to hear from you. And as officers, we see behind the meeting what happened, how this meeting organized, and what effort all officers put when they arrange this meeting. So remember, you see like everything is fine, funny, and so on. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. And my last question, what's one piece of advice you would give to someone who has been in the club for under a year about stepping into leadership role like sergeant at arms?
If there's anybody who has this ambition to become an officer, I would say just do it. You don't have to wait for any milestone, or like you don't have to become the best speaker at all time. You don't have to have years and years of experience. So the officer roles are open for novices such as myself, and I find sergeant at arms to be the probably the best officer role to start with. It's I would say the easiest, maybe the easiest one of the officer roles. It's not that overwhelming as other roles. So if anybody has the ambition to try it, Sergeant at Arms is probably the best option.
I agree with you, because my first officer's role was as secretary. It also sounds like not so many tasks, but quite interesting to start trying multitasks as well. Petra, thank you for sharing your fresh perspective and energy. Of course, it's inspiring to see how quickly you have embraced both pathway and leadership roles. And dear our listeners, if Petra's story motivates you to step up, whether in a speech or maybe leadership role, reach out to our club today. Connect with Petra at our next Chamber Toastmaster meeting, subscribe for more spotlights, and keep growing. And this is Member Spotlight. Thank you and see you.